Hello everyone! Pig farming has played a vital role in Oklahoma's agriculture for more than 100 years. Back in the early 1900s, many small family farms raised pigs on expansive land, with more than 80% of farmers depending on pasturing and hand-feeding methods. Farmers such as the Johnson family in 1925 remembered starting their days before sunrise, preparing corn feed, and leading the pigs to drink water. By the 1950s, numerous farmers had transitioned to barn-based systems, boosting pig growth rates while continuing hands-on care. These time-honored practices formed the basis for today's advanced pig farming techniques, blending dedication with innovation. Ever wonder what goes into the pork on your Oklahoma plate, where more than 10 million pigs are processed annually? If you're curious about how those tasty pork cuts are made, drop a comment with the number 1 below and let's explore this video together. The pig industry has experienced a significant transformation. The era of pasture-raised pigs and hand-feeding is now behind us. Nowadays, advanced pig barns provide the perfect setting to raise pigs that are healthy, efficient, and treated humanely. In these state-of-the-art facilities, piglets grow in climate-controlled nurseries, with temperatures carefully kept between 85 and 90 degrees Fahrenheit to promote comfort and proper growth. Automated feeding systems supply a precisely balanced diet rich in corn, soy, and essential vitamins, making sure each pig gets the right nutrition at the right time for peak health. Why does this matter? Eye-driven monitoring systems keep a close watch on each pig's health, spotting early symptoms of sickness and enabling farmers to act proactively. Thanks to this technology, antibiotic use has dropped by 40%, enhancing both animal welfare and food safety. Farmers remain essential, engaging with the pigs every day, fine-tuning their diets, tracking growth, and making sure the animals stay calm and comfortable. Finally, once pigs reach market weight, usually about 280 pounds after 24 to 26 weeks, they are taken to processing facilities that follow rigorous welfare guidelines. Livestock trailers equipped with GPS, ventilation, and non-slip flooring help ensure the pigs travel comfortably, while humane handling practices uphold strict ethical and food safety standards. When did farming get this sophisticated? For many decades, pig farmers in Oklahoma have embraced science-driven approaches, blending time-tested care with cutting-edge technology. This has led to pork production that is safer, healthier, and more sustainable. If given the opportunity, would you be interested in visiting one of Oklahoma's renowned pig farms? Typically, pigs on these farms are raised for about 5.5 to 6 months, around 24 to 26 weeks, before they reach market weight, usually about 280 pounds. When the time comes to transport pigs to the processing facility, farmers follow strict welfare protocols to keep the animals calm and comfortable. Today's livestock trailers feature ventilation systems, non-slip flooring, and adjustable compartments to reduce stress and prevent injuries during transit. GPS technology monitors the route, allowing for efficient travel and shorter journey times. At an Oklahoma processing plant, employees dressed in protective gear and sanitary equipment carefully manage every stage of pork production to guarantee safety, quality, and accuracy. USDA inspectors check each pig to confirm health standards before processing starts. Skilled technicians use advanced machinery to ensure the handling is both humane and efficient as the pork moves through the facility. Robot cutters precisely slice the pork into loins, ribs, and thighs to optimize yield and reduce waste. Workers oversee the machines, examine the meat cuts, and categorize pork products for different purposes. Even byproducts are gathered for use in gelatin, cosmetics, and pet food, making sure nothing is wasted. Finally, Employees oversee the automated assembly line, where bacon, sausages, and ribs are packed in airtight seals, prepared for shipment to stores nationwide. Have you ever stopped to think about how safe and fresh your pork truly is? Thanks to advanced technology and rigorous food safety regulations, pork in the U.S. today is safer, fresher, and more traceable than ever. At an Oklahoma processing facility, skilled workers and USDA inspectors thoroughly examine each pork cut to guarantee it meets strict quality standards before it reaches consumers. Beyond food safety, sustainability and ethics are equally important. Innovative farming and processing techniques have greatly lessened pig farming's environmental footprint. While American farmers uphold strict welfare practices to guarantee responsible and humane treatment, next time you prepare bacon or ribs, think about selecting pork with transparent origins. Many suppliers now provide traceability apps, letting you track your pork's journey from farm to table, so you know exactly where your food comes from, making every meal more meaningful. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to support us. The United States ranks among the top producers of foie gras. Sonoma County, California, and Hudson Valley, New York are well known for their high-quality foie gras production. The process centers on feeding the geese during the final 3 weeks before harvest. During this time, the birds are given starchy grains such as corn. Farmers use 12-inch metal tubes inserted into the geese's throats to deliver large quantities of food directly into their stomachs. After about 20 to 24 weeks, the geese reach ideal weight and fat levels, and harvesting begins. Skilled workers carefully remove the foie gras, which typically weighs between 1 and 1.9 pounds. The finest foie gras is set aside for premium markets, while the remainder of the goose is processed into meat, divided into breasts, thighs, and wings. These cuts are sorted based on customer needs and sent to retail outlets. Have you ever savored rich, creamy foie gras? If so, drop a comment with the number 2 below. However, foie gras production in the U.S. remains relatively small compared to Europe, which produces around 80% of the world's foie gras. In 2023, the European Union produced more than 29,000 liters of foie gras. Donkey farming in China has transformed from traditional farm labor into a varied industry centered on meat, milk, tourism, and medicinal products. Historically, donkeys were vital for transportation and agriculture. But as machines replaced their role in rural areas, commercial farming grew to satisfy rising demand. Share your thoughts on the donkey farming industry and be sure to leave a comment with the number 1 below to keep watching the video. Today, donkey meat is considered a delicacy in certain areas, while donkey milk is valued for its nutritional qualities. Additionally, donkey skin plays a key role in making traditional Chinese medicinal gelatin. Agritourism is also on the rise, with farms providing hands-on experiences for visitors. While the industry keeps expanding, challenges like sustainable livestock management, ethical farming, and preserving a stable donkey population remain significant issues for long-term development. To fulfill the essential roles of donkeys in China, the layout and scale of breeding farms are critical factors. Additionally, China's choice to raise donkeys on open pastures instead of in barns is influenced by both economic and welfare reasons. Numerous farmers from provinces like Shandong and Henan have shared in agricultural documentaries that free-range grazing helps donkeys flourish, boosting their immune systems and enhancing the quality of their meat and skin, especially important for products like donkey skin used in gelatin. Free-range grazing is also more sustainable, letting donkeys feed on natural grasses and cutting down the need for expensive feed. This approach is both cost-effective and lessens the environmental impact compared to intensive farming. On large-scale donkey farms in China, maintaining a high-quality herd is essential to meet rising demand for meat and skin. Farms focusing on superior genetics have seen a 20% boost in reproduction rates, helping secure a steady supply of healthy donkeys. Special breeds like the Jinghua donkey are prized for their excellent meat yield and skin quality. As demand grows, China has introduced government programs to regulate donkey farming, making sure donkeys meet strict standards for food and medicinal use. Emphasizing high-quality breeding allows large farms to sustain productivity while reducing risks of supply shortages and overuse, issues often pointed out in agricultural documentaries. In donkey farming, providing a consistent food supply is vital for keeping the animals healthy and productive. Some farms in China have invested heavily in establishing their own hay production facilities to guarantee a steady supply of high-quality feed for their donkeys. A farmer from Xinjiang explained that constructing a hay factory can cost between 1 to 2 million USD, but the long-term return on investment is substantial. By producing hay on-site, farms can avoid fluctuating external feed prices, cut transportation expenses, and provide donkeys with fresh, pesticide-free hay, essential for proper digestion and overall health. Transporting donkeys to processing facilities, especially for making edgao, a traditional Chinese medicinal product, is a critical step and often a source of concern in China, where demand for donkey skin is very high. Many donkeys are imported from countries like Mexico, South Africa, and Venezuela to meet this demand. The transportation often includes long, difficult trips in unsanitary conditions, usually in overcrowded trucks or even on ships, resulting in high mortality rates among the donkeys. Once at the processing plants, donkeys go through a strict selection process considering size, age, and skin quality. These factors are carefully monitored to maintain a consistent supply for production. However, the high demand brings significant ethical concerns about animal welfare and legal issues. The processing of donkey meat in Chinese plants, as featured in agricultural documentaries, is highly specialized, emphasizing techniques that improve the final product's quality. These facilities use modern methods to preserve the meat's unique flavor, with dedicated processing lines focused on efficiency and cleanliness. Measures like controlling meat tenderness and quality checks at every stage help ensure the meat stays tender and safe. Processing yield is optimized by managing factors like the donkey's age and breed, with some facilities selecting specific breeds for superior meat quality. Different meat cuts are processed separately, affecting the product's texture and flavor, which aligns with rising demand both within China and abroad. Maintaining high processing standards is essential for preserving the reputation and market value of donkey meat in China. Thank you for watching. Do you encounter any challenges in livestock farming? Please share your thoughts and questions. We'd love to hear from you and help out. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and recommend our channel to your friends so they can join in too. Until next time, goodbye and see you soon. Hi everyone. Every day, farmers and processors in states like Texas and Nebraska handle 353,000 cattle to help feed the entire nation. But have you ever thought about the scale and human effort behind it all? This agricultural documentary reveals the hidden realities of the cattle industry. Drop a number 1 in the comments to keep exploring this video. Cattle ranching and meat processing have been the backbone of American agriculture for over 200 years, evolving from small family farms into an industry that produces more than 27 billion pounds of beef each year. By the late 1800s, the expansion of railroads and facilities like the Union Stockyards in Chicago, which handled over 10 million animals annually at their peak, transformed local livestock operations into a nationwide industry. For generations, ranching families have managed cattle herds across millions of acres, while workers in processing plants have played a vital role in feeding the nation. This documentary explores the history, innovations, and personal stories behind America's massive beef industry. The documentary takes viewers behind the scenes of this complex supply chain. Transporting 353,000 cattle to processing plants each day is a massive logistical effort, with over 200,000 specialized trucks operating across the U.S. to meet demand. Each truck is designed to carry 40 to 50 cattle and must comply with strict USDA and FMCSA regulations to ensure animal welfare, including mandatory rest stops and advanced ventilation systems. A rancher in Nebraska shares, getting the cattle loaded safely and on time is just as important as raising them, highlighting the critical nature of every shipment. Meanwhile, ag-powered tracking systems help optimize routes and reduce transport times, but as one logistics manager explains, even a single unexpected roadblock can throw the entire operation off schedule. Raising cattle for beef is a high-risk, resource-intensive job, with feed, healthcare, and land management making up the majority of the costs. On average, it takes about 6,000 pounds of grain and feed to raise a steer to market weight, with feed alone accounting for 60 to 70% of the total expenses. This documentary uncovers the realities of raising and processing cattle in the beef industry. If you want to learn more about the challenges of cattle ranching and the beef processing journey, drop a number 2 in the comments below the video. A fourth-generation rancher in Texas shares the growing challenges of meeting demand, from soaring grain prices to extreme weather threatening the pastures. Beyond the economic pressures, farmers also carry an emotional burden, raising animals from birth only to part with them when the time comes. It's never easy, one rancher admits, but I make sure they live well. Some ranchers even visit processing plants to ensure their cattle are treated humanely, offering a powerful glimpse into the deep bond between farmers and their herds. Inside a modern beef processing plant, a combination of advanced technology and skilled labor ensures efficiency, safety, and precision in handling thousands of cattle each day. High-speed conveyors move carcasses through various processing stages, while hydraulic hide pullers remove the hides in under 30 seconds. Automated splitting machines can have up to 400 cattle per hour. AI-powered imaging systems scan each carcass for quality control, and robotic bone-cutting machines process over 1,000 pounds of beef per minute, helping reduce the physical strain on workers. Temperature-controlled rooms keep the meat between 30 to 39 degrees Fahrenheit to prevent bacterial growth, while specialized vacuum packaging and sealing machines prepare beef portions for distribution within just a few hours. Beyond the machinery, humane cattle handling remains a critical part of the process, with strict USDA regulations in place to ensure animals are treated with care and respect before processing begins. Cattle are guided through curved chutes designed using animal behavior science to reduce stress and prevent injury. Stunning equipment renders the animals unconscious within 2 seconds, meeting ethical standards for humane treatment. A plant supervisor explains, "Animal welfare is just as important as efficiency," emphasizing that facilities undergo daily USDA inspections to ensure compliance. But for farmers, this transition carries a deeply personal weight. One rancher from Nebraska who regularly visits the plant shares, "I've raised these animals for years, and I want to make sure they're treated with care until the very end. The documentary takes viewers inside the most advanced facilities in the industry, exploring the technology, challenges, and human stories behind America's beef supply chain. From the moment cattle arrive to the packaging of premium cuts of meat, the film delves into every detail of the industry that feeds millions every day. After processing, the beef quickly moves through an extensive supply chain to grocery stores, fast food chains, and international markets. Automated systems cut meat portions for retailers, while fast food suppliers receive pre-measured cuts to ensure consistency. However, growing concerns about sustainability arise as the industry processes 129 million cattle each year. Some ranchers are turning to regenerative farming practices to reduce environmental impact. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to support us. According to the latest data, the total sheep production in the European Union is 1,607 million tons, with Spain and the United Kingdom leading the way, producing 463,000 and 401,000 tons respectively. Greece and France follow with 151,000 and 112,000 tons, while Bulgaria contributes 58,000 tons. The remaining selected countries have minimal production. Are you ready to learn more about sheep farming? If so, leave a number 1 in the comments. The EU sheep and goat farming industry has faced declining production, particularly since the economic crisis. The value of production decreased from €6.181 billion in 2005 to €5.136 billion in 2012, with the United Kingdom leading in monetary value at €1.881 billion. Climate change, agricultural reforms, and generational shifts continue to challenge the future of the industry. The European Union is home to many unique and popular sheep breeds, each adapted to local climates and highly valued for their meat, wool, or milk. The Merino breed, originating from Spain, is world-renowned for its fine wool. The Suffolk breed from the UK is prized for its high-quality meat and fast growth rate. The Lacan breed from France is widely used in milk production, especially for making the famous Roquefort cheese. Meanwhile, the Chios breed from Greece is known for its high reproductive rates and large milk production. Despite this diversity, the EU still needs to import sheep, primarily for meat, as domestic production does not fully meet consumer demand. Imports, mainly from Australia and New Zealand, help fill the gap, especially during high-demand periods like Easter, highlighting the importance of preserving local sheep breeds and maintaining global trade partnerships. In sheep farming, a specialized breeding technique is a game changer, not just for efficiency. Farmers across the EU use this method to blend the best qualities of unique sheep breeds, improving herds for meat and wool. By gathering genetic material from top-tier rams, they can produce hundreds of ewes with traits like strong fertility and disease resistance. With careful timing, often supported by hormone treatments to align breeding cycles, this approach achieves success rates of 60 to 70%. This powerful tool meets growing market needs while preserving the rich variety of Europe's finest sheep breeds. After birth, proper care of lambs is crucial for healthy development. In the first hour, Lambs must be given access to colostrum, the first milk rich in nutrients and antibodies necessary for their immune system. They should be allowed to nurse every few hours during the first 10 days and gradually introduced to solid food. A warm, dry environment helps protect lambs from hypothermia, while clean pens and bedding make it easier to monitor their health. By 2 to 3 weeks of age, lambs begin eating solid food, preparing for weaning around 8 to 12 weeks. Regular health checks, vaccinations, and parasite control are crucial to ensure they grow into healthy, productive sheep. These practices help maintain their overall well-being and support their future productivity in the flock. Rams and ewes have distinct nutritional needs. Rams require an energy-rich diet to support breeding activities, while pregnant ewes need additional protein and minerals to nourish their lambs. Farms use advanced automatic feeding systems to provide precisely tailored rations based on the specific needs of each animal. Typically, rams can consume about 5.5 pounds of concentrated feed during the breeding season, while ewes need 3.3 pounds of high-quality feed daily throughout pregnancy. By optimizing feed distribution and monitoring feed intake, feed mills can improve herd health and productivity, ultimately boosting meat and wool output across Europe. Cool ventilation systems significantly enhance sheep development by regulating the temperature between 10 degrees Celsius and 21 degrees Celsius to prevent heat stress. It improves air quality by reducing humidity and ammonia levels, helping to avoid respiratory issues. Comfortable sheep consume more feed and water, leading to better weight gain and higher feed efficiency. Reduced stress also boosts reproductive performance, while optimal conditions support the production of high-quality wool. Overall, effective ventilation reduces disease rates, promotes better health and productivity, and provides economic benefits for farmers. Microchipping systems and veterinary monitoring are essential for efficient sheep management. The microchips allow for accurate identification and tracking of each sheep's health history, breeding records, and vaccination status, reducing the risk of confusion. This proactive approach enables timely treatment, reduces disease spread, and improves overall herd health, ultimately enhancing sheep welfare and farm profitability. If you think this method of managing sheep is a smart approach, leave a number 2 in the comments. Sheep are typically sheared once a year, usually in the spring when the weather is warmer. In the EU, the average wool weight varies depending on the breed, but many sheep produce between 3 to 8 kilograms of wool per shearing. Farmers have 2 main methods for harvesting wool: manual and automated. In the manual method, skilled shearers use electric or handheld clippers to carefully remove the wool, ensuring minimal stress for the sheep. On large farms, automated systems are becoming increasingly popular, using machinery to shear sheep quickly and efficiently, saving time and labor cost. With wool valued at around €8.50 per kg in 2022, finding the right harvesting method is crucial to maximize profits. Automated systems help improve efficiency and consistency, contributing to a more streamlined operation and better economic returns. Transporting sheep to processing plants can take anywhere from a few hours to several days, depending on the distance from the farm to the plant. While the wool harvesting process doesn't directly affect meat harvesting, managing the stress caused by shearing is crucial, as it can impact the quality of meat at the processing plant. In the EU, trucks are the primary mode of transport for short trips, usually carrying about 80 sheep per load, while larger ships are used for longer journeys, especially across seas, with the capacity to transport thousands of sheep. Keeping the sheep calm during transport is essential to ensure they arrive at the processing plant in good condition, ready for processing. Sheep farming and transportation is a complex task. From the pasture to the farm, every activity requires hard work and attention to keep the flock healthy. Sheep farmers in the EU have skillfully demonstrated that the sheep industry plays a significant role in the economic development of many countries worldwide. Follow Trending Farm and turn on notifications to explore more food processing plants around the world and see what they do with their flocks. Goodbye. Thank you for watching the video. Are you facing any issues with your own livestock farm? Feel free to share your thoughts and questions. We're happy to answer. If you enjoyed our video, please like, share, subscribe, and recommend the channel to your friends so they can enjoy it too. Goodbye, and see you next time.